The fiery clash between Jennifer Aniston and J.D. Vance is not stopping anytime soon. The drama began when a viral clip of Vance mocking women without children resurfaced, coinciding with his nomination as Trump's running mate.
We're effectively run in this country by a bunch of childless cat ladies who look at Kamala Harris. The entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children.
Jennifer Aniston, who has been vocal about her own painful journey of trying to have children, didn't hold back on her Instagram, slamming Vance for his insensitive remarks. Now, Vance is firing back. Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, now the Republican vice presidential candidate, didn't take kindly to Aniston's critique. The Friends star condemned his 2021 comments where he lamented that the nation was being led by childless cat ladies, including Vice President Kamala Harris. During an appearance on the Megyn Kelly show on SiriusXM, Vance addressed the backlash from both sides of the political spectrum.
I know the media wants to attack me and wants me to back down on this, Megyn, but the simple point that I made is that having children, becoming a father, becoming a mother, I really do think it changes your perspective in a pretty profound way. This is not about criticizing people who for various reasons didn't have kids. This is about criticizing the Democratic Party for becoming anti-family and anti-child. I'm proud to stand up for parents, and I hope that parents out there recognize that I'm a guy who wants to fight for you. I want to fight for your interests. I want to fight for your stake in the country, and that is what this is fundamentally about. The Democrats in the past 5-10 years, Megyn, they have become anti-family. It's built into their policy. It's built into the way they talk about parents and children, and it's time that we called that out. I don't think we should back down from it, Megyn. I think we should be honest about the problem.
He was particularly irked by Aniston's Instagram post, which drew significant attention. In her post, Aniston, who has been transparent about her struggles with infertility, wrote, "Mr. Vance, I pray that your daughter is fortunate enough to bear children of her own one day." Vance found Aniston's mention of his daughter to be crossing the line. He retorted, "Hollywood celebrities say, oh, well, J.D. Vance, what if your daughter suffered fertility problems? First of all, that's disgusting because my daughter is 2 years old. And second of all, if she had fertility problems, as I said in that speech, I would try everything I could to help her because I believe families and babies are a good thing." Aniston's post stirred a hornet's nest, especially as Harris, who is now the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee after President Biden's withdrawal from the race, has a stepson and a stepdaughter. The context of Vance's original comments, made in a July 2021 interview with then Fox News host Tucker Carlson, resurfaced as he campaigned as Trump's newly minted running mate. In that interview, Vance criticized Democrats and corporate leaders, labeling them childless cat ladies who are miserable in their own lives. Vance had pointed to several Democrats he claimed didn't have children, including Kamala Harris, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Interestingly, Buttigieg and his husband, Chasten, welcomed twins about a month after Vance's comments. The entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children, Vance said back then. And how does it make any sense that we've turned our country over to people who don't really have a direct stake in it? On Friday, Vance defended his cat ladies comment, arguing that it was taken out of context. He insisted he wasn't criticizing women who don't have children, but rather making a broader point about what he sees as the Democrats' anti-family stance.
Oh, hey! As you might have heard, Donald Trump's running mate and future star of his own Dateline episode, J.D. Vance, is ruffling quite a few feathers this week.
We're effectively run in this country by a bunch of childless cat ladies who look at Kamala Harris. The entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children.
Listen up, you wingnut elegy. This country is still controlled by men in systems that were set up by men that are carefully crafted to continue to benefit men. So to put it in women-hating terms, you'll understand you're being hysterical. But let's be clear, there's no correlation between childless people and the presidency. For example, our very first United States president, Mr. George Washington, didn't have children. In fact, he had 2 stepchildren. That's right, just like someone else I know. And to your point about Kamala not being fit because she's not a mother, I'd like to remind you that no president in the history of the United States has ever been a mother. But maybe if she had 5 kids with 3 different men and a scandalous affair with a porn star and was convicted felon, that would be more palatable to Republican men. I mean, my God, are we tired? You sad, diet, Mountain Dew drinking, couch humping, dolphin porn aficionado, all of us childless cat and dog ladies are going to go from childless and crushing it to childless and crushing you in November. And before you tell me he didn't really fuck a couch, spare me. I grew up in New Jersey in the 80s where everyone had a couch in their basement, and I know a couch fucker when I see one.
Can you hear me? Great! I've been told this is an American-made microphone, so hopefully we're going to be in good shape. Now, I have seen the consequences of electing politicians like Kamala Harris in my own hometown, because more often than not, it's the people the Bible calls the least of these that suffer the most when people like Kamala Harris fail to do their job, when they fail to protect public safety and fail to protect American workers. Now, some of you know my story and some of you don't, but I grew up in a poor family. I was raised by my grandmother. I called her Mamaw.